welcome back to my channel. So you know, can you guys tell from my face how excited I am? I'm super excited, guys. So we are at over 900 subscribers, and honestly, you know, Sunday I was just compelled by God to say, listen, just try to help others and then your blessings will come. And that's exactly what I did. And honestly, it's just been really, like, it's just been good vibes on Twitter since Sunday afternoon. And I'm just really happy for that, guys. And I am thankful for every single new subscriber that I've gotten. So for today's video, I was actually inspired by a friend of mine. So last season, she came to look for me. And I said, girl, you know, I don't have a video for today. So I probably might just not make a video this week. So she's like, listen to me, I only know how to cook egg and bread, so find a way to make that fancy. So, you know, that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm doing just a simple ham and cheese omelette with caramelized onions and just a few little additives here and there. And that's pretty much what we'll be doing today, because actually, if you really think about it, there are a lot of people who don't really know how to do an omelette. Traditionally, I know that some of us aren't so comfortable making omelettes. An omelette is actually much more daunting than we think, because you know, it's not just so much about putting all the ingredients in the bowl and then just pouring it out into the pot and flipping it. And for some people, it's the flip that really just kind of freaks them out. So I'm going to show you guys today how to do a traditional omelette. You know, you can let me know what you guys think in the comments. Today's video will be very short because, like I said, it's an omelette. It really doesn't take that long. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. So far, I've been getting some great reviews on the summer backyard series. So I'm excited about this week's video that I have planned. That being said though, guys, you know, we are on our way to 1K. Like, no, I can say that with confidence and without reservations. We're on our way to 1K. And so, you know, I thank you guys for helping me to get there. So now we just need to get the watch hours up. And, you know, I'm coming again Saturday with our second episode in our summer backyard short series. And I know you guys are going to love it. We're going international this week. So again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe. We're gonna make an omelette today, so let's go. Alright guys, so today we are just gonna caramelize some onions. And by caramelizing, I just simply mean that we're going to be tossing them in some brown sugar and balsamic vinegar, just to ensure that we get some sweetness out of them, along with that natural sweetness that onions have. Because contrary to popular belief, onions are actually sweet if you do cook them properly. So we're just gonna slice these onions and then set them to the side. Okay guys, so the next thing that we're gonna get started on is our sweet peppers. Sweet peppers and eggs just kind of work well together, so we're just gonna be dicing these up a bit. They'll add a pop of color and also you know, added flavor to our omelette. So let's go. And along with our sweet peppers, I will be adding some green chilies just for a touch of heat. And you guys know me, I love me some chives. Now, you would have known this if you had watched my breakfast frittata video. If you have not yet done so, now is a good time to do it. So I do think chives and eggs pair really well together. It's just one of those written rules of the universe, and I just listen. So we'll just be getting that going, and then we're going to saute all our greenery. Well, I'm not sure if greenery is a word, it probably isn't, but it doesn't matter. We'll be sauteing everything together once that is finished. Okay guys, so the next thing that I'm gonna be doing is I'm just having some cherry tomatoes. I like them in eggs. I tried them in the frittata the other day and I did like the flavor of them, so I thought that I'd add them as a filling to my omelette. So I'm just having them, nothing fancy. I'll just be sauteing them with our greenery, and that's it. Okay guys, so I'm just dicing some ham pieces that have already been diced. I'm just dicing them a little smaller. I don't want them that chunky. And I'm using a rosa smoked ham pieces. You can get this at General Foods. However, you can literally use any salted, cured deli meat, whatever it is that you have that you prefer to put in your omelet. For people who probably don't want meat, you can use mushrooms. You literally can put anything in it that you want. So I just really wanted a ham and cheese omelet, so that's what I'm going for. And so, guys, on this week's episode of Jay bullying me, I was honing my knife, and he decided to tell me that I was scratching my skin because that's what it sounded like. So, guys, I'm imploring you to get better friends. Me as a girl, I deserve better friends. But, anyways, guys, yes, let's get that going, and then we can move on to the next step. Okay guys, so now we are gonna get started on our eggs. So basically we're just gonna crack them open, pour in some milk, add some salt and cayenne pepper, and just whisk it together, and that will be it. Alright guys, so we're gonna get started on our onions. So I've added a little oil to the pot, so I'm gonna just be sauteing them just until they start catching some color and start looking translucent. Alright guys, so now that they have browned up a bit, I'm going to be adding in 1/3 cup of water. Next, I'm going to be adding in 1/8 cup of brown sugar. Then I'll be adding in about 1 tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. And then just a pinch of salt. Okay, so now we're just going to give that a good mix. And then just let it cook down for a couple minutes. What's going to happen is that the sugar is going to caramelize the onions, give them a nice sweet taste, so that it helps us to balance out some of the heat and the flavors in our omelette. Next, we are going to be adding in our chopped ham pieces. And what we're doing is we're just getting a good texture on them for a nice textural contrast, just so that it isn't as soft and chewy and everything just has one note. So we want some texture in there. So we're going to be crisping these up a bit. Same pan that we did our ham bits in, we're going to be adding sweet pepper, chili and chives, and we're just going to be getting a saute on that just so that they can start to take on the flavor of the ham pieces. And then we will be adding in our cherry tomatoes next, and we're just mixing that together and letting it cook for just about a minute, just so it can absorb a little of the flavor from the pan itself. If you find that your pan is too dry, you can add a little bit more butter or oil just to ensure that they cook evenly. Okay guys, so now is the time for the daunting task. So I'm just giving my eggs a little whisk again. Just before I put it in the pan. What you're looking at is a pan sprayed with some cooking spray. You can use oil, you can use butter, but I decided to use cooking spray since it's a non-stick pan. And so I'm gonna pour in some of the egg mixture right now. Okay, so now guys, remember we'd have already prepared the filling for our omelette. Now, if you notice that we're not adding anything to the eggs yet, because really and truly, you don't want to be adding raw seasoning to your eggs, and then you have to sit there to wait on the seasonings to cook. And then by the time you start doing that, your eggs are going to start overcooking and get dry and dense. So it's all about timing. So now let's look at the technique.
So the first step is to hold the pot by its handle and then just gently swish the egg mixture around the base of the pot. You're going to continue this motion until the entire base of the pot is coated. You're doing this at intervals, and as you swish it around, you'll notice that it will begin to thicken. Now, you have to be working with low heat. It's important that you're working with low heat. And so the reason why we are working with low heat is because we don't want the eggs to overcook, and we don't want it to burn, more importantly. So we're swishing it around again, and if you guys can see how it's getting thicker, now we're coming up to the time where we should start adding our filling. So that's your cue for adding the filling once the liquid is drying out and it's becoming much thicker. Okay, so you guys can see how much thicker it is than when we had started. This is our cue that our eggs are almost finished cooking. So now is when we're gonna start adding the components of our filling. Now guys, one of the things I like to do is when I'm making an omelette, I like to create my exit strategy. Meaning I like to look for the edge where I'm gonna be doing the flip from. So in this case, that edge where the spatula is seems to be open or much more free, so that's where I will be doing the flip. So the first thing I'm gonna add is some dry aged white cheddar. Next, I'm adding a Borden 6 cheese Italian blend. I do like it with my eggs, it just has a nice taste to it. Next up, I'm gonna be adding in my crisped ham pieces. Next, I'm adding in the tomatoes and chili and sweet pepper. Next, I'm gonna add in my caramelized onions.
My entrance point is right around here.
And that's it, guys. That's the flip. So now you can just gently pull it from the sides without disrupting it too much, and kind of pull it towards the center of the pan, and then you can remove it because it's done. And if you guys notice, it hasn't cracked. That's because it isn't overdone. So yes guys, that's it. I'm gonna just plate it and show you guys the finished product.
Alright guys, so this is our finished product. It's like, oh my god, it's mind-bogglingly good. I may or may not have had one before I shot this shot, nobody knows. But yes guys, this is it. This is the finished product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, let me know how you guys do your omelets. Let me know if this is a new technique for you guys. For me, this is how I've learned to do it over the years, and this is how I've continually done it. Of course, this is not how I grew up seeing my mother do it, but you know, I'm all about changing up traditional recipes. I'm going to go dig into this for breakfast before I start working. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below, share it with your friends. Let me know if it's a recipe that you will attempt. And of course guys, from my kitchen to yours, make sure that everybody continues to stay safe. We're not out of COVID fully, but remember to stay safe. Okay, I need all of my subbies to continue to stay safe. I know this cooking channel was born out of this pandemic, and you know, I'm just really grateful for being here at this time, you know, with so many of you guys actually supporting me and loving my content. So I thank you for that. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I can't stress this enough. And you know, help girl get little watch hours them, so feel free to sit down and watch the video in its entirety. It have a little buzz. And as usual guys, everything is fine and dandy.